One good thing about a lockdown is that every single movie release has been moved up. So let's go through them. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
It's a me,
Dario!
Woohoo! Let's go!
All right, I apologize if I sound terrible today. It is mainly because of allergies. Allergies are kicking my ass today. Poland is kicking my ass today. It fucking sucks, by the way. Sorry for that. I moved something here. Whoops. Anyway, yeah, not doing great today. It's not corona. Don't worry about it. I'm still healthy. It's just allergies. Stupid. The rain makes, like trees throw away their seeds, and it's bad for me. The point is, it's not doing great. Any comments, questions, suggestions, you can always find me at Dario the Show on Instagram or at SuperDario_World. You can find the podcast anywhere, iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube. Just make sure you subscribe, Super Dario World, click subscribe, all that stuff. You already know it. All right, so I got a lot of stuff to go through here. Also, just to confirm for the people who've been asking, yes, we will be doing the podcast, the P1 podcast, the show's after show. We will continue it on Monday. It's going to be a little bit different. The recording is definitely going to be a little bit different because I'm not going to be there. It's going to be done remotely, but it'll still keep coming to you guys. You can look forward to that. Also going to be doing a live stream tomorrow. Not 100% sure how it's going. Well, all right. I should say that differently. I am planning on doing a live stream tomorrow. I'm just dependent on Amazon to not changing my delivery date again. I want to start this earlier in the week, but it changed my delivery date, and supposedly it's on its way, so I'm just waiting for a teeny tiny little piece of equipment, and supposedly arrives tomorrow, so tomorrow I'll be able to do it. So you can look forward to that. So let's get into this list. So with the corona lockdown, with there not being a single movie theater open anywhere, a lot of movies, they're like, well, what the hell are we going to do? We already had all these movies slated to come out, so we're going to have to do something. And what they did is they moved it up on the digital release. And, a lot of them got moved up. So we'll just go through them, and I'll let you know which are the titles, what I think about them, and when they'll be released, okay? Hopefully that's information that's helpful to you. Hopefully, it'll give you something to do, So we're start with the ones coming out on March 20th. That's today. So you can find them today on streaming. Some of them will be free. Some of them you'll have to rent. Some of them you'll have to buy. But the point is you can find them online today. So we're starting with The Invisible Man. This is a remake. Basically, it's a Elizabeth Moss vehicle. You might remember Elizabeth Moss from, what's it called? The Handmaiden's Tale from Mad Men. Anyway, the story is basically, I'll read you the summary. When Cecilia's abusive ex takes his own life and leaves her his fortune, she suspects his death was a hoax. As a series of coincidences turn lethal, Cecilia works to prove that she is being hunted by someone nobody can see. Basically, long short of it, chick's being hunted by invisible ex. So, the trailer looks kind of stupid, and I guess it's just because I don't find invisible people that scary. Don't get me wrong, like in Predator, they did really well. Invisible Predator, very scary. Here, I don't know, but supposedly it's good. Supposedly it's well made. Maybe just the trailer was bad. Probably because the trailer does kind of spoil stuff at the end, so I don't recommend watching the trailer. But supposedly the movie's okay. Moving on. Also on March 20th, this one actually caught my attention way more, and I was looking forward to seeing the press screening for it, but it got canceled. It's called The Hunt. Again, on streaming today. This is a Betty Gilpin vehicle. You might remember Betty Gilpin from, she's in the Netflix TV show. What's it called? It's the chick wrestling show. This is going to bug me like you have no idea. But it's the Netflix TV show where it's about chick wrestlers. I'll remember eventually, but it's a great show. My brain's not working right now. Allergies. And also Hilary Swank. The summary is 12 strangers wake up in a clearing. They don't know where they were. They don't know where they are or how they got there. They don't know they've been chosen for a very specific purpose. The Hunt. Now, from the trailer, honestly, you can't tell much. It kind of looks semi like a Hunger Games type of movie. Semi like the Island movie, but not the one with Stone Cold Steve Austin. It looks fun. Honestly, it looks fun. It looks very packed with political humor, making fun of absolutely every side. It looks violent. It looks gory. So honestly, I was looking forward to it only just to understand what the fuck the movie's about. Yeah, that was the main purpose of it. Anyway, moving on from that, still on May 20th, if you want, I'm sorry, not May 20th, March 20th, if you want something a little bit lighter, we got a comedy drama, Emma, and that's an Anya Taylor-Joy vehicle. If you don't know her, did you ever watch The Witch? Great movie, by the way, Anya Taylor-Joy. She's also on Split, and Split and Glass. She plays the girl there. What was her name? I don't know. The point is, she's a good actress. And in the 1800s England, a well-meaning but selfish young woman meddles in the love lives of her friends. This is based off of the book of Jane Austen. Apparently, never read it. It looks okay. Looks fine. Not overly excited about it, but fine if you want like a light little comedy. It looks okay. Now we're switching over to March 24th. So this will be, next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we got Bloodshot. This is the new Vin Diesel movie. It looks pretty cool. Based on a comic book. I'll read you the summary. Ray Garrison, a slain soldier, is reanimated with superpowers. The movie looks really, really cool. The only concern I have is that it should be rated R, but it's PG-13. Either way, it looks like it's Vin Diesel back at being Vin Diesel's best. Vin Diesel just doing dumb, crazy action movies. Basically, the superpowers that I think he can't be, like that he regenerates super quickly, so he's kind of like Deadpool, but it's Vin Diesel's Deadpool in a way. Doesn't break the fourth wall, and also that they're kind of messing with his memories. I don't know, if you want to see a dumb action movie, there you go. It looks honestly, I'm looking forward to it because they're planning on making like a whole franchise out of it. Who knows if that's still gonna happen because it's gonna lose a lot of money, but looks fun. It looks fun, like a dumb, fun action comic book movie. So looking forward to that. On the other hand, a movie that I was really excited about and actually talked about it on the podcast is the new Guy Ritchie movie called The Gentleman. This one stars Matthew McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam, and it's about It's about, what is it? It's about an hour and 53 minutes, but the plot is an American expat tries to sell off his highly profitable marijuana empire in London, triggering plots, schemes, bribery, and blackmail in an attempt to steal his domain out from under him. That movie looks great. It looks extremely, extremely good. Guy Ritchie, for those of you who don't know, he did Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. He did Snatch. He's a great director. He's especially good at making British mob movies. I think that's his strong suit, and he came back to it. I'm really excited to see it. Check out the trailer. It looks really good. The reviews for it so far have been great. I am very, very excited for this movie. Comes out on March 24th, okay? Moving on, we have The Way Back. This is a Ben Affleck vehicle. The story is Jack Cunningham. Jack Cunningham was a high school basketball phenom who walked away from the game, forfeiting his future. Years later, when he reluctantly accepts the coaching job at his alma mater, he may get one last shot at redemption. This movie, completely, that summary completely glosses over a very important thing, and that's that the dude is an alcoholic, and so he's trying to fight alcoholism while trying to be a high school basketball coach. It actually looks okay, interesting enough, a different take on a sports movie. But the thing here is, I think the casting for it was perfect because Ben Affleck is an alcoholic, he has addiction issues. So I love it when movies pick an actor that's just perfect because it fits his real life. For example, Mickey Rourke's The Fighter was perfect for him. That was perfect casting. Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark was also just perfect casting. The only issue there is that the writers fucked up because Tony Stark also has a lot of addiction issues, and Robert Downey Jr. had a lot of addiction issues, and they never really explored that. They never explored it. They decided to change it into PTSD, which was stupid. Anyway, I don't know why I'm ranting about that. Basketball movie, The Way Back, supposedly great performance. Looks interesting. If you're into basketball and redemption movies, looks fine. Next, we have I want to skip this one, but again, March 24th. Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey, the Margot Robbie vehicle. Skip it. It's stupid. You know what? If you can see it for free, see it for free. And you can tell me what you think of it. I thought it was stupid. You can check out my review here in the podcast. I hated it. Well, you know what? I'll be fair. If you know anything about the Batman verse, you'll hate it. At least I did. And Hunter should have had her own movie. Anyway, moving on. We are still March 24th. The movie's called Just Mercy. This is a Jamie Foxx, Michael B. Jordan vehicle. A world-renowned civil rights defense attorney, Brian Stevenson, works to free a wrongly condemned death row prisoner. Basically, it's a lawyer movie. It's a trial movie. Honestly, it's supposed to be a biopic. I'm not a Michael B. Jordan guy. Okay, I loved Creed, but I didn't think he was that great. The movie's great in spite of Michael B. Jordan. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I've never really seen anything from him that's blown me away. So, whatever. Michael J. Fox is cool. I'm sorry, not Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox is cool, for starters. Jamie Foxx is fine. I'm not a big trial movie guy, but you know what? You can give it a shot if you want. If you're a trial movie guy, you can give it a shot. Next, we're moving on to what is this? March 27th. So it would be next Friday. We got I Still Believe. This is the KJ Apa vehicle. If you don't know who KJ Apa is, I'm not surprised. He plays Archie Andrews. He's Archie Andrews himself in the hit CW TV show Riverdale, which I'm a big fan of, if you can tell. And who also I met in real life. Really nice dude. I got to interview him. He's Australian, and he's doing the story here is the true life story of a Christian music star, Jeremy Camp, and his journey of love and loss that looks to prove there is always hope. Basically, it's kind of a feel-good movie, but with music in it. It actually looks okay. I'm not a big Christian music guy, except for Creed. Creed is also awesome. I don't care what anybody else says. It's one of those bands that people love to hate on, but it was actually a great band. I don't give a fuck what anybody else says. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so the movie looks okay. It looks like one of those inspirational movies but if you're into music and stuff like that, you'll probably enjoy it. I'll check it out. It's one of those that I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Ever since I saw the trailer the first time, I'm like, I'll give it a shot. Seems like an interesting movie. Now, an even more interesting movie, we got Vivarium. Now, this is Jesse Eisenberg, Imogen Poots, or however you say her name, Imogen Poots vehicle. The summary is, a young couple looking for the perfect home find themselves trapped in a mysterious labyrinth-like neighborhood of identical houses. This one looks insane. It looks insane. I've honestly, I'm not really sure what the movie's about. I'm not sure if it's a mystery sci-fi movie and it's rated R, but I can't really explain it. Check out the trailer, Vivarium. It looks really, really weird, but in the best way possible. Like, again, it comes out next Friday. Check it out. Up next, what do we have? We have a comedy. All right, the comedy is Banana Split, and it comes out still March 27th. This one stars girls that I've never heard before, but Hannah Marks and Liana Liberato. And here's the summary. Over the course of a summer, two teenage girls develop the perfect kindred spirit friendship with one big problem. One of them is dating the other's ex. Actually, that explains it perfectly from the trailer. Well, no, that's a little bit different. Girl becomes the best friend of her ex's new boyfriend. I believe that's a better way to describe it. Teenage girl becomes the best friend of her ex's new girlfriend. Which is honestly a very stupid idea. You should never become friends with your ex's new partners. That it's never going to end up well for you. But it looks okay. At least the trailer seems okay. It seems fine if you're looking for like a crazy chick type of comedy. Enjoy it. Now, moving on to more interesting things. This is a movie that I raved about a few weeks ago, and I will continue raving about now. It comes out on April 3rd, and fun caveat, I'll get into that. The movie's Onward. This is the Tom Holland, Chris Pratt Pixar movie. Set in a suburban fantasy world, two teenage elf brothers embark on a quest to discover if there's still magic out there. Again, not an appropriate description. I don't know who the fuck writes the summaries for these movies, but they suck. Well, most of them suck. It's basically, you know, in a world, in a fantasy world where magic has moved on, two brothers try to save. Not really. Oof, that might be a spoiler. No, I mean, you obviously trying to say something. You know what? It's a story about two brothers who via magic get the chance to spend a day with their dad. That's pretty much it. That's the story of it. And it's a race against time. The movie's great, and the beauty of it is if you have Disney Plus, you can actually watch it for free. So April 3rd, I thought it was 4th, but it says 3rd here. So on April 3rd, it will be streaming on Disney Plus, so you can watch it there if you already have Disney Plus. If not, you can live stream it somewhere else. It is pretty good. To me, it's been one of my I think it's the most adult movie Pixar's ever made. I loved it. I recommended it to watch with your siblings. It's a very enjoyable film. Highly, highly recommended. It's been my favorite movie this year. All right. Moving on. We have, still April 3rd, Rogue Warfare 2, The Hunt. Now, I didn't see the first one, so I don't have much to say about it, but here you go. The next issue of the Rogue trilogy. Daniel's been captured, and it's up to the team to find him before it's too late. I don't know who Daniel is. I've never heard of the Rogue trilogy, and I don't know what an Isatry is. An Issery is. So there you go. But it basically looks like a crappy action movie. Anyway, moving on. April 10th, we got Trolls World Tour. This is voiced by the Trolls movie. It's a musical movie, and this is, by the way, fucking bullshit. Because here's the summary straight out of IMDb for this movie: sequel to the 2016 animated hit. How fucking lazy can you be? Like, somebody got paid to write that. Somebody got paid to make that fucking description, and they probably didn't pay him just like $5 They paid him a lot, and that's the best he could come up with. That's the fucking best he could come up with. Fuck these people, man. Some people, some people just don't deserve to have jobs. Honestly, like, anybody could have done that. Anybody. And you know what? They probably would have done it better. So, fuck that. Trolls movie, I didn't see it, so I can't describe it, and this description was stupid, but kids like it. So, there you go. If you got kids, that's when it's coming out, April 10th. Next, we have Sea Fever. Now, this one looks very interesting. This one comes out April 10th. It stars a bunch of people I've never heard of before, but here's the description. The crew of a West of Ireland trawler marooned at sea struggle to find their lives against the growing parasites in their water supply. The movie looks very interesting. It's basically about from what I got from the trailer, a ship that's trapped at sea by bizarre creatures. It looks really good. It's kind of like Alien-esque, but instead of, in space, at sea, it's got that whole isolation thing, but there's actually a chance to be saved. It looks really, really creative, really, really interesting. I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm actually happy that I found all this information because now it's a movie that I actually got really excited to see. That from the trailers, at least that I watched, it seemed to be among the best. Or at least the trailer was really good. But I'm a big fan of thrillers, so I guess this is a horror, thriller, sci-fi, but I'm a big fan of them, so it looks pretty good. Check out the trailer, Sea Fever. Moving on, still on April 10th, we got Tape. And here you go. Based on the true events and set in New York City, Tape is the story of an aspiring actress who crosses paths with the darker side of the entertainment industry. Basically, it's kind of like a creepy Harvey Weinstein type movie. I'm not a big fan of the style that it was made, at least not from what I can see in the trailer. And the story is really creepy, but supposedly it's good. I don't know. Not one of those things that you're like looking forward to watching, especially when you're in the middle of a pandemic. At least I don't know. I would look for something a little bit more fun. Doesn't seem that fun, but I don't know. It's what I don't know. I don't like those types of movies, but I guess it's an important thing to keep in mind. I don't know. The entertainment industry is it's a very dirty business. Moving on, we have We Summon the Darkness, still April 10th, and this bugs me. This is the description, verbatim, straight out of IMDb. Plot unknown. Plot fucking unknown. How fucking lazy can you be? By the way, it stars Alexandra Daddario. The one girl that I said that if she asked me to change my last name, if I married her, I'd say yes, because it's Alexandra Daddario, and my last name would my name would be Dario Daddario, and I find that hysterical. Anyway, moving on. Johnny Knoxville is also in it. From what I can tell, just from watching the trailer, let me see if I can do a summary for it. Let's see. A group of, were they teenagers? I don't know. Heavy metal fans are in the middle of, are hunted by satanic killers. That seems fair. Heavy metal band, okay. Fans of a heavy metal band are hunted by satanic killer. Boom. There you go. Or killers. I don't know. That's it. That's what I got from the trailer. And I did a much better job at this fucking idiot. Plot unknown. All they had to do was watch the trailer. Literally all they had to do was watch the trailer or read the summary that they usually send you and you just type it down. So people are lazy, man. You know what? I was going to say something really mean, but whatever. We're moving on. Next we have The Quarry. This is a Michael Shannon movie, and for some reason, I had not looked this one up. This one got me by surprise. Michael Shannon, by the way, if you don't know him, let me see, what would be his most famous film? Well, he played Zod in The Man of Steel. That's what probably you might remember. He's also the Iceman. He's also on Revolutionary Road. Anyway, here you go. Here's the plot. A mysterious new minister takes up residence at a rundown church in a desolate Texas town. However, how long will the minister keep his secrets safe, and who could forgive him when they discover the truth is the real question. Okay, I haven't seen the trailer for this one, but the plot is okay, I guess. I like Michael Shannon. Michael Shannon is a great actor, and he picks his movies well, so could be interesting. Next, we have a comedy, well, somewhat comedy. It's called Bad Therapy. This is an Alicia Silverstone, Rob Corddry vehicle. Alicia Silverstone, apparently, is back. She's back doing stuff. I hadn't seen her in a while, but a couple seeks Judy Smalls, a marriage counselor, but the counselor is more than what meets the eye. That's not an accurate description either. From what I can tell, again from the trailer, basically, it's a couple going to therapy, and turns out that the therapist is a psychopath who's trying to break them up. Now, this is labeled as a comedy, and they kind of try to sell it as a comedy, but in the trailer, it looks closer to a thriller, so it might be... This is one of those movies that it might actually be a drama with funny people in it, but they're trying to sell it as a comedy. I don't know. It looks actually fun. Honestly, I was gonna say it was like not my taste, but actually looks fun. I don't like the way they're trying to sell it. They're trying to sell it really, really terribly. Moving on, we have another great looking film. This one comes out May 1st. We got Arkansas. This movie has fucking everybody, and not well. That's really weird. No, it's a Liam Hemsworth, Clark Duke movie that also has Vince Vaughn and John Malkovich. Here's the story: Kyle and Swin live by the borders. What the hell? Okay, this I think this is written wrong, but okay. Kyle and Swin live by the orders of an Arkansas-based drug kingpin named Frog, whom they've never met. But when a deal goes horribly wrong, the consequences are deadly. I mean, again, the trailer was very different, but okay. Basically, Vince Vaughn is a drug kingpin. Liam Hemsworth and Clark Duke work for him, and then they decide, you know what? Fuck that guy. We don't even know him. We're going to work for ourselves. And so Vince Vaughn is like, you motherfuckers, I have to kill you. That's pretty much what I got from the trailer, but it looks really good. Vince Vaughn has made a lot of really, really good movies that have been ignored for the last few years. I remember there's a brawl on something. What's this? I'm trying to find it. I'm gonna try to go in his IMDb. It's a fight for something. The Risk Agent, Insane, F is for Family. Oh, he's voiced people in F is for Family? This is producer. This is stupid. Okay. He's appeared. Let me see. Brawl on Cell Block 99. That Drag Across Concrete is a guy. He's done really great movies. And I don't know why they don't get more attention. Those are great. Particularly Brawl on Cell Block 99. I highly, highly recommend it. Very entertaining film. Anyway, moving on. So that was Arkansas, again, coming out May 1st. Next, we have Endings, comma, Beginnings. This is kind of like a love triangle movie starring Shailene Woodley, Jamie Dornan. That's how you say it. The dude from 50 Shades of Grey and Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier. A 30-something woman navigating through love and heartbreak over the course of 1 year. During that time, she will unlock secrets of her life in a sudden turn of events and in the most surprising of places. Again, I'm very upset at IMDb right now because that description was also terrible. Again, based just on the trailer, and this one is slightly better than the one that said there's no plot, but this is still terrible. Like it told you nothing. It's just a 30-something woman, okay, navigating love and heartbreak over the course of a year. That's nothing. You told us nothing. You told us nothing of the plot. You told us where it takes, kind of who it's about, but you told us nothing. It's stupid. Secrets of her life and a sudden turn of events. That's nothing. You told us nothing. Anyway, what I got from the trailer is basically a girl that meets two dudes. Well, meets one dude and then meets another dude's friend, and so love triangle type of deal. It looks good. I have issues with movies that you could, from the trailer, you can just tell there's a whole bunch of close-ups. Like most of the trailer is a close-up, and by the way, it's a shot that it will be from shoulder to head. That's what you see, and I hate it that fucking directors think that makes the movie. Oh, it's a deep movie. It's deep because we're so close. We get to see their emotions for so close. No, we get to see it so close because you put the camera right in their fucking faces, and it annoys me to see a movie so close the whole fucking time. Unless the performances are great, you have to have extremely, extremely good performances. Otherwise, it looks really fake and stupid, and just, I don't know. We don't talk that close to people. Imagine if you talk to people like a foot away from you. That would be really, really. You save it for very intimate moments, but oh no, yeah, it's because it's an intimate movie. No, it's uncomfortable. All right, stop it. Anyway, that one's still May 1st, and the last one comes on May 8th. This one looks wild. We got The True History of the Kelly Gang. Now, if you never heard of this movie, it doesn't surprise me. It's kind of a Western, but it looks kind of like they're trying to Guy Ritchie a Western. And by that, I mean it's making it like cool and hip. Based on the Peter Carey's novel, The Story of Australian Bushranger. What the hell do you say it? The story of Australian bushranger Ned Kelly and his gang as they flee from authorities during the 1870s. Wow, I can't even read today. That was bad. This one starts George McKay, but also has Charlie Hunnam in it and Russell. Oh my God, Russell Crowe. There we go. Story of Ned Kelly retold in a very wild manner. Very, very wild manner. If you guys don't know who Ned Kelly is, he's basically the most famous Australian outlaw out there. There's actually a really good movie with what's his name? Oh, this is gonna bug me. He played the Joker. Like, what's his name? Dude, I apologize. This is embarrassing. This is very embarrassing. I can't. Heath Ledger. I did it before I opened it up. Okay, so Heath Ledger stars in the story of Ned Kelly. It's a great movie. I don't know if it's gonna be better than this one, but this one looks pretty cool. Like, it looks like a cool version of the story Ned Kelly. Ned Kelly, again, the Australian outlaw. What's it called? It's not a local legend. It's a living legend. What's it called? There's a word for these people. I don't know. My brain doesn't work anymore. So, fortunately, that was the last one of these, and I can stop, and hopefully my allergy meds will kick in sometime soon. As always, any comments, questions, suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show on Instagram or at SuperDario_World. I'll also update there whenever I decide what time I'll do the live stream, because I won't just start it randomly. I'll put up a story, Instagram story or something, specifying the date and, the date and the time when I'll do it. Hopefully my brain will work by then. Hopefully my nose won't be killing me as much. But you know what? Maybe I'll have a few beers while I do it. We'll hang out. I'm not even sure what I'm going to talk about. I'm not even sure what game I'm going to play. But something to do. I have to do it. Again, I've talked about this before on the podcast. The hardest one's the first one. Afterwards, you figure it out. So I'm going to be figuring it out, man. As always, thank you for listening, and I'll see you again tomorrow.